So I just want to touch base on my winter challenge that's coming up. Make sure that you check my Instagram for all the information. All of it will be posted on how you can enroll, what the program contains, the pricing and everything like that. So yeah, my recent challenge just finished. It was amazing. I'm so proud of all my challenge participants. Everybody did so great, and yeah, my challenges, I just love putting them on. They're my absolute favorite thing to do. So yeah, make sure that you check out my Instagram for more details about my challenge. So to get into this meal prep, we are going to first press the tofu. So this is just going to get any excess water drained from the tofu. Now next up, I'm going to go ahead and wash all the vegetables, and then I'm also going to rinse the chickpeas as well. Now I've just gone ahead and gotten all the ingredients together for the pesto that we're going to be making in the food processor. So I'm going to stick some of the ingredients in just because I do have a small processor. So if I put it all in, I don't think it would all fit. So I'm just kind of having the recipe, and then I will put the rest in later as I process this. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut up the mushrooms, and then I'm going to spiralize the zucchini. This is going to be the zucchini, mushroom, and chickpea pesto. Now on to the zucchini. So I just went and cut the ends off of them, and then I cut them in half just to make the spiralizing a little bit easier, since I do have a handheld spiralizer. Once I am finished preparing the ingredients, I am going ahead and heating the oil on the stove, and then I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of the pesto and then some balsamic vinegar. I'm going to whisk that up, and then I'm going to add the mushrooms and the chickpeas. Then to soften out the chickpeas and to make the mushrooms a little bit more tender, I just went ahead and covered them and let them simmer for a couple of minutes. Then I added the zucchini and then added the rest of the pesto sauce, and I mixed it all together, and then I portioned it out into containers. For the pancakes, I went ahead and mixed the ingredients together. One thing I did learn from this is that you should never over mix the batter. If you do, then your pancakes will turn out gummy. So what you do is you just mix it enough that the dry and the wet ingredients barely mix. So it will be clumpy, don't worry about it, but yeah, make sure you do not over mix the batter. Once they are finished, I put them in a container and pack it in the fridge for the week. I don't recommend storing the batter in the fridge. I would make the pancakes and then store them in the fridge already pre-made. Now it is time to put together the candied almonds, so I'm just going to go ahead and mix the maple syrup with the almonds, and then I'm going to drizzle the spices on top, put it on a baking sheet, and then I'm going to bake it for about 10 minutes. While those are baking, I'm going to go ahead and slice the sweet potato into slices and then store them in the fridge for the week. And while the almonds are cooling, I'm going to go ahead and make my smoothie bags. I just add some bananas, kiwi, and pineapple to the bags. That's all that I had room to add, and then I will go ahead and add the spinach and the protein powder when I make the smoothie. I do make it when I get home, but if you are prepping these to take them on the go, then I suggest putting the spinach and the protein powder as well, and maybe finding some bigger bags. Now the last step is to cut the tofu into strips and then marinate it in the buffalo sauce overnight. And if you don't want to marinate these overnight and you just want to marinate them for an hour or something, then you can do this at the beginning of the meal prep instead of the very last step. I just prefer to marinate mine overnight because I do find that they absorb the flavor much more. And then the next day I'm just going to go ahead and bake them, and then I'll flip them about every 10 minutes just to get that crispiness. So now we have finished the meal prep. For breakfast, we have the pancakes here. For our snacks, we have the sweet potato toast with some avocado and fresh salsa. Then we have for lunch the zucchini pesto with chickpeas and mushrooms. We have the candied almonds for a snack if I'm feeling hungry throughout the day, the protein smoothies when I get home for my second snack, and then finally we will have the buffalo tofu wraps. So I will cut up cucumber and make the homemade ranch when I'm ready to use it.